Hey everyone, and welcome back to another riveting episode of The Gathering of Bros. I'm your host, Esquivel, joined by my co-host cohorts, brothers for life, because they insist I say it every time. Leo Verita, say hello.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
What's up, everybody? Yeah. And the one and only BULBA. Hello? You there?
Hello.
I legitimately thought,
You know, I'm gonna be editing this one. Actually, Esk, I think you're editing this one. But either way, like we're gonna sit here and go, oh, we gotta edit this dead air out. Nope, that's part of it.
Probably gonna have to leave it in, yeah.
We're gonna get ats in the Discord. Hey guys, I think there's something wrong with this episode.
We are the Bees. Welcome everyone to the Gathering of Bros. We're three friends who love to talk about nerd culture, everything, video games, movies, TV, anime, and we like to poke fun at each other while we do all that. A lot of fun. Thanks for joining us and being a part of it. Before we get started, another quick message. Join our Discord. That's right. We're giving another PSA. A public service announcement. Link is in the description wherever you're listening to
our... what does PSA stand for?
A public service announcement.
Oh,
so, did you know that, when you're like watching TV or listening to the radio and you hear the this has been a public service announcement. That's what the lady says, but no one ever listens to her because you're just so, like, you tune out completely.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Of the emergency broadcast system. Link
I'm sorry, what were you saying? I tuned out.
Link is in the description of wherever our episode is streaming, whether it be on Apple Podcasts or Google Play or on YouTube. All those other apps that you guys use. I know there's a bunch of different ones, right, Leo?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, our Discord, there's a link there for it. I hope you guys click on it and join the discussion here where we're continuing some of the great things that we talk about in our shows. If there's something in particular that we talk about that you want to, further, develop, definitely reach out to us on the Discord. But, there's other ways you can reach out to us. You can always send us an email. That's like 3 sentences long, like Gabe. Thanks, buddy. Link is in the description. Check that out. Let's jump right into our topics today. I'm going to be talking a little bit about some Overwatch because we got some news for you guys. Oh my gosh! Finally got this bonehead BULBA on Overwatch. I bought it for him, sent it to his ass so we could play because he dared me. He said,
"Not me, just my ass."
Yeah.
He said, "If you get it for me, we'll play." Just his ass. His ass is playing with me. The rest of him is doing other things. He's doing chores in the house and folding laundry, and his ass is just playing with me hardcore, dude. So, yeah, BULBA's been playing.
Oh man!
I had to invest in him, to get it. Thank God it was his birthday recently, so I could just reason it away in my head, like, oh, it's just a birthday present. It's a birthday present. But yeah, whatever. He has the game, and he's been playing with me. And guys, a freaking miracle happened. This fool Leo started asking me questions that had me scratching my head. He said things like, "Hey, so what's the difference between Legendary Edition and Game of the Year Edition?" And I was like, what the hell is he asking that question for? So then I told him, oh yeah, it's, downloadable content is different. Like you get certain skins, and he was like, yeah, cool. Okay. Yeah, cool. And then, if you've noticed, the Keanu Reeves voice is back temporarily.
I appreciate it.
So then, minding my own business, talking with BULBA, playing this game, we're playing Overwatch. And this fool messages a picture like, I got it. And he got Overwatch.
I did.
So, guys, now BULBA and Leo are proud owners of Overwatch. I can't believe it. I'm shocked. I'm absolutely shocked. So
I mean, I wouldn't say proud owner. I'm not that much into it yet, but
give it time. Give it time. So
we getting there.
yeah, last night we were playing, all three of us. It took Leo how long? Like 3 hours to download.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think it took like an hour and a half.
It definitely takes a while. It's just you have to consider like you're downloading the game from when it was created, plus all the updates that have taken place in 3+ years.
Oh, dude, that was horrible.
So yeah, it's a pretty big download, but once you get it, I mean, it's just works like a charm. So I'm really glad that you guys have had an opportunity to play it. Since you guys have gotten the game, we all played together.
Really quick before we dive in, everything. Ironically, I dealt with another update like that this week because I had a desire to play Destiny again, or Destiny 2 more accurately. And so I talked, of course, I responsibly talked to my wife about our funds before I buy video games. I talked to my wife, and I actually went online to look and see how much it was, and it said that it was like $2.97, and I was like, what the hell? Am I looking at something that is not the game? No, it was a game. It was a game for like $2, and I was like, what the hell? So I went to GameStop, and they actually had a version that had the expansion, 2 of the expansions, for $20. And so I bought that earlier in the week before I bought Overwatch. So,
oh wow.
Yeah, so I have Destiny and Overwatch now.
Dude, I think it's safe to say you just have too many games that you're playing.
I'm not really playing Destiny per se. I pretty much am just dabbling.
Dabbling
back into it, just because
Dabbly.
you guys don't have Destiny, and so if
I used to have Destiny,
I'm not gonna buy it for you.
But I can't.
No, I think that you guys would have fun with it. I think we could go through the story together. It's kind of like another way that we'd be playing DC. DC is MMO.
I used to own Destiny 1, and it plays fun. I feel like it was really easy. Like the combat was actually, relatively easy, and
the learning curve is very
I could go out into the open and encounter some sort of monster and fight it, and feel like it was new every time. Just because I would try different strategies, and it was fast paced, and it's just a lot of fun. The combat was fun.
Yeah.
I didn't have anybody to play with at the time.
Yep, that's what happened to me.
So I was just like, well, F this crap. Nobody wants to talk to me. I'm running around town, waving at people.
Yeah.
Hey, do you want to talk to me? Nothing.
So the one thing that I'll say is
I traded it in.
Yeah, no, and I completely understand. I traded mine in also. I actually, towards the end of me playing, I got some legendary gear, so I'm like, my particular hunter is pretty high. But I started over with a new hunter so that I could remember how to play and where to go and all that stuff. And it's honestly just fun, and it'll be fun if you guys play too. But I think for now, I have it for the event that you guys do decide to get it, since it is so cheap, even with the expansions.
That's cool.
Yeah, dude,
that's pretty dope.
$20 for the game and
the
expansions.
You know what else is freaking awesome,
and
dude?
We could start our own guild and stuff. We could do for G.O.B. if anyone else plays Destiny.
That sounds pretty dope, dude. But you know what else sounds awesome?
What's up?
Overwatch. So Overwatch.
Segue.
Overwatch is honestly one of my all-time favorite games. Just the team dynamic and everything. You guys kind of got to. You guys underread. That's it's not as funny as it was the first time, but it's still it gives me the giggles. You know what I'm saying?
Gives you the giggles.
It gives me the giggles.
Oh, man.
So you guys got to, you got a little taste. You got to play with some of my buddies that I play with like on a regular basis, and like I have a lot of friends that I play with. Like I've been playing for so long at this point that I've accumulated a friend list that every time I go on, there's somebody on. It's not always the same person, but it's like a bunch of different people. So, Bulba, let me start with you since you were the first one to play. What's your first impression of the game? I know we played a couple different modes. What was your favorite mode? Just give me what you think. Give me your thoughts.
My immediate first impression was, this shit sucks.
Understandable. I had the
31 gigs of download was awful.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. Yeah, I had a similar experience.
It was just terrible.
But once you got in the game,
and it didn't help that I guess PlayStation like limits how fast your downloads can actually go or something like that. I think that's what you're telling me. Or somebody was telling me that because I was running.
I didn't tell you that.
No, I've never.
I paid for 200 megs of internet speed, and I was at the time hardlined running at like 150, and it still took 3 hours to download 31 gigs.
I call shenanigans on that.
I definitely call shenanigans on that.
Yeah, it was bullshit. But somebody told me that when you're downloading stuff on like PlayStation or something, that they limit the speed or something like that. I don't know how true it is, but that's what I was told. Anywho, once I got into it, and
excuse you, anyway.
Once I got into it, I don't really like shooter games. I'll tell you that right now. I really dislike them a lot.
Understood.
But I'm actually kind of having fun with this game.
Yeah.
He's like,
yeah, he goes,
yes.
Gotcha. You just hear him go, gotcha.
Yeah.
Basically, when I first started, I don't think you were on at the time.
Yeah, you played a little bit, just like you were dabbling right before I hopped on, so that was a good sign.
So I was going through the tutorial, just kind of trying to figure out everything with the game, or like characters and all that stuff, the heroes and the villain.
They're all heroes, man.
Hey,
did you notice
let me get a Grandy Moki?
Did you notice the menu is called the Hero Roster?
No, I didn't even look at that.
I did. I noticed it.
Or is it the Gallery? I think it's the Hero Gallery. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I don't pay attention to that. Anyway, so I was looking at the characters. I'm just gonna call them characters because heroes and villains.
I will accept characters for 100. Thank you.
That low? Jesus.
It was a fucking Jeopardy reference. Damn.
I know. And 100 is low. That's an easy question, not a hard question or anything that will give you anything useful.
It was indicative of my dislike of the fact that you.
That's a big word. You're gonna have to tone it down. 5-letter maximum.
We'll take indicative for 700.
Whoa.
Indicative.
5-letter maximum.
This is going nowhere.
Anyways.
Fast. Anyway.
Anyways, I was looking at the characters, and the very first one to catch my eye was Reaper.
Oh, I didn't know it was the first one. Because I know we suggested you to start with him, but yeah, that's pretty cool.
No, Reaper was my very first, and I think the main reason Reaper was my initial go-to was because I'm so deep into the Darksiders series, and Death is my favorite rider of the Apocalypse.
That's awesome. I never put two and two together there.
Yeah, so I went with Reaper. Just
his character design is pretty dope.
It is pretty dope.
What do you think of his gameplay, though?
Gameplay is kind of awesome. I like the invulnerability when you go Wraith. The Shadow Step is pretty useful, especially if you want to flank people. That's pretty cool. Get behind the line and give them a couple heads headshots, which I've done a
Headshots.
few times.
It's fun when
Felt
you get
really great
one.
about myself.
Yeah.
But I
And
think,
Esk is behind you like, yeah, get him, baby, get you fucking yeah.
oh yeah, this guy. I'll tell you what. If you ever play Overwatch with this guy, and you're on mic with him,
I'm intense, man. I'm intense.
he goes psychotic mode on you. This boy goes crazy, and it's hilarious.
I'm the hype man. That's what I am. Like I'm trying to pump him up, like, cause like sometimes like, so I when I'm playing with Bulba, I'm mostly playing support. I'm trying to enable him so he can like get a feel for the game and figure out like when he's good to dive in and when he needs to pull back. So when I see there's a moment that he can go in and push forward. Like, because sometimes you don't know. Sometimes you're trying to play, like, careful and hesitant. You kind of have to sometimes with Reaper. Like, you don't know if it's a good time to go in because you might get ganged up on by, like, 5 people, get gangbanged in the corner, and that's not fun,
that
right?
happened many a times.
Yeah, but if I'm behind you and I'm, like, seeing, like, there's nobody over here on the right. There's no one on the left. We're good behind. There's no Roadhog to chain our asses. And I'm like, get him, go in, fucking do it, man, you got it. I'm trying to pump you up. You go in and then you bang, 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 and then they're dead. And then at that point, I'm like, I'm trying to condition you for it. Like, yeah, man, you just fucked him, yeah. Like I'm trying to pump you up,
Oh man.
So we had fun. We had fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And you're doing a good job as Reaper. You're doing a great job.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be full on maining Reaper once I master him. I think I'm gonna jump into a support character. I want to try out Mercy.
Perfect. Well, okay, Mercy's really difficult. I told you that she's got that pistol that she whips out. It's actually the strongest pistol in the game. So Diva, the one who's in the mech, when you have to damage the mech, and then she hops out of the mech and she becomes Baby Diva. And then Baby Diva's like super weak. Once you kill her, she respawns. But if she manages to charge up enough, she can re-summon her mech. Now, during that time that she's Baby Diva, she's got a pistol out. And it's an okay pistol. Like, if you hit somebody in the head maybe 3-4 times, and that's what you do is you kind of sit back, you stay covered, and you start just constantly firing shots. And hopefully you get enough and you can charge up and get your mech back. But Mercy's is unique where every shot you land, you're self-healing yourself. And that's the thing with Mercy. So when she has her wand out and she's healing / buffing, so you got the blue and the yellow. When you're healing your team, you're also healing yourself. So it's a good way to stay alive. Well, her pistol's very similar that way, where you're hitting your shots, you're healing yourself, so you could stay alive and beat out some of these characters. Like the other day,
so she's kind of like Reaper then. Every shot is a heal.
Similar. However, that pistol can be hard to shoot sometimes. Now, the other day, we were playing on Rialto, and I think it was one of the matches that you were Reaper, and I was trying to help you out. So I went Mercy, and like a Junkrat walked up on me, and I popped him a couple times in the head, and meleeed him, and he died. And then somebody, I can't remember who it was, it might have been a Symmetra, came in after me to finish me off, and I killed her too as Mercy, and I felt so proud of myself. I was like, man, I'm like the bitch-ass character of the game, and I just freaking killed 2 people. Like, I felt so proud, because I don't usually play Mercy, like, at all, but she can be really clutch, but she's, like, really, like Genji, she can be really tough to figure out how to use effectively when you start countering people who are really good DPS. Because she's a target. That's all she is.
Oh yeah.
When you see a Mercy, big time. But like Mercy in particular, because she has very little ways of like protecting herself. Like a lot of the time, you get the action's intense, and you get too flustered, and like there's nobody to dash to. Your team's dead, and you're just like, what do I do? What do I do? You don't know like to pull your pistol out, and you just get murked like super quick. There's like nothing. I can't tell you how many times I've seen that. How many times I've been on the giving end of that. Like I see a Mercy and I'm like, and I just wreck her, ruin her day. So yeah, I would recommend.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna dabble into her after Reaper.
You can give her a shot, but I think there's a couple others that I think you would do really well with. Zenyatta is really fun. He's like a really good combination between DPS and support. So he has, I think, 10 orbs. I think it's 10. Might be more. I can't remember. 10 orbs, right? And he flings them. That's his attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can reload them at any time. But he has these. His ability is he has a Discord orb, and he has a what's the other one? I think
Holy
it's the
orb or something.
The orb of harmony or something like that. I can't quite
something
remember.
like that.
And so the yellow one is you throw it on your team. You can pick a target, throw it, and at any time you can move it around. But if you lose sight of your teammate who has the orb and they get too far away, you receive the orb back. It comes back to you. So it's important that when you're trying to heal somebody on your team that you stay in line of sight. And then the Discord orb increases damage that an enemy is receiving. So, for example, if I am Moira, okay, and you see a diva chase after my ass because she's got those jets, and I'm alone, right? I'm pretty much gonna die. It's really hard for a Moira to win against a diva unless you're really evasive like me. Like a lot of the times, you're just not gonna win that fight. If you throw a Discord orb, it could potentially scare the diva away because that Discord orb is going to just increase the chances of me beating her, or the chances of one of my other teammates coming up and helping me and beating her, and then she's really screwed. Or it will prompt her to look at you and try and kill you, which will help me pwn her from behind, and the two of us can take her down. So a lot of the times, though, when you're throwing that orb, you're kind of too far away for anybody to pay attention to or notice. And that's the problem with Zen is like if he's throwing that Discord, you gotta find him. A lot of the time he's somewhere hiding. But I cannot tell you how useful it is in team fights, especially when if you find yourself mid-match, like we are down, we need something to change. You pick Zen, you start throwing Discords, and it will change an entire team fight, like in an instant. So I think that might be something interesting for you to consider. He's a lot of fun to play, and he can actually his secondary. So his primary fire is he throws one orb at a time, woo, 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 and then his secondary.
How does he throw?
Woo, 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 like that, yeah. So his secondary is he charges up all his orbs and then fires all of them at once, or as many as you charge up.
That sounds like what you're explaining to me as like the fan the hammer thing. You shoot them all at the same time.
Similarly. Like the other day I was Zen and I discorded a Reaper and then I charged up my orbs, and as soon as he came out of his wraith, I shot him with all the orbs point blank with a Discord, and he just melted. He laid down and took a dirt nap. So it's fun to play, not gonna lie. But he's also very key to keeping your team alive. His ultimate is called Transcendence, and what it does is he goes gauge into the iris or something like that, and something about iris. He likes iris. So basically he becomes a invincible entity, and he heals super fast everybody around him. It's like it's damn near impossible. I've only seen it happen one time. Somebody die inside of a trance. Like you would have to be receiving so much damage that it couldn't heal you. But it basically makes everybody in the trance invincible. And let's say a diva throws a diva bomb and you don't got a shield and everybody is about to get screwed, you pop a trance and you can keep your entire team alive. So it's very important to the team dynamic. So if you're thinking about picking up a sport, again, I want to stress, like, maybe consider Zen. But yeah, I would like to see what you can do with Mercy. I'm just glad to hear that you like the game. I'm glad to hear that you're interested in Reaper. He's a fun character, and like his skins are dope, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh hell yeah! I want that Halloween one.
Oh yeah, the pumpkin head one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's got a few really good ones actually. I think the one from the Lunar New Year is pretty dope too. It's the one where he's got the feathers that kind of like go over his helmet. But yeah, that one's pretty
Oh,
dope. Yeah,
yeah, I think that's
there's
that one.
there's a few of them that are pretty dope. But yeah, let's move over to Leo. Leo, you played for a little bit.
I did.
Tell me about your experience. What was that like?
Well, I saw Genji, and I remember because I played this game a long time ago, like when it first had come out, when the demo had come out. I played the demo,
Mm.
and I remember playing, I think, Genji and Reaper. Now that I think about it, but I had liked Genji, and shout out to your boy who was playing, who basically was like, "Good fucking luck, man." With
That was
like,
my buddy Lazy. Shout
yeah,
out to Lazy.
yeah, he kind of helped convince me, because even in the like 3 games I had played before, I was like, yeah, I mean, I like him. He's kind of cool, but he seems like he takes a lot more work, I guess. He's not very noob friendly. So, and shout out
He's a
to
skill based character, like
yeah,
intense skill based character.
yeah, for sure. And shout out to Esk and his boys for helping me to pick a character that I think I'm going to sink some time into, which is, the generic, the Mario, the Ryu. But
Soldier 76. Yeah.
But I say that of course.
Going Mario, huh?
Yeah.
Well, he is the guy that you play in the tutorial. He's basically Mario. Yeah.
He's the noob friendly character, and the learning curve isn't as steep for me because, again, like I said, I've been playing Destiny, and I had played Destiny, and he has a very similar feel to that, especially with his like sprint and everything like that, and then also just getting coached about what I should kind of be doing with his character, and like, all right, you want to go up high and kind of not be a sniper per se, but kind of just be up there to lend support,
Put some distance between you and the enemy.
Yeah.
And cover is very important. Working his cooldowns is important. His rockets, as well as his self healing pad.
Mm-hmm.
Being able to also identify that there's 2 supports on the team, but you have a support element. So if you see somebody who's hurting, maybe run over, since you got that sprint, pop your support pad down, and then get back to your little
Spot,
your spot. Yeah. So he's a lot of fun to play. I've never really sunk a lot of time into him. I've been really just focusing on other characters. I've always liked tanks and support characters, just because no one ever really, well, technically speaking, I got stuck with that role because everyone would be like not letting me play DPS because they think they're DPS gods, and I ended up
I am a DPS guy.
like, yeah, whatever. So when you're picking your teams, right, in quick play right now, because they haven't put role queue in. Role queue's in comp right now only. But, up till this point, whenever you're, picking your team comp on the side, it'll let you know what you're missing. Like there's no healer, there's no tank, or there's 1 tank, or, like this would ever happen. There's no DPS. Yeah, what the fuck ever. So when based on that, you can, figure out what you need. So literally I'm like, they're all DPS, and I'm like literally the only person who hasn't picked. And I'm like, so we have 5 DPS, and it says literally no tank, no support. And I'm like, okay, what do I think we need more? Do I think we need a tank, or do I think we need a support? And that kind of like propelled me into maining support and tank, because it was just what was needed. And that's just, you got to do what you got to do. So.
I'll give you a music analogy, because it's basically like learning the bass. How everybody and their mother will learn guitar, and guitar players are in less demand, but then you got the bass players, who I'm sure there's still a lot of bass players, but they're in more of a high demand for full bands than a guitarist, because there's so many people who play guitar. So
slap at the bass.
I slap at the
Slap at the bass.
That's an I Love You Man reference for those of you who don't know. It's one of my favorite comedy movies.
Oh, that's so great.
Best movie ever.
Anyway, yeah. All in all, I only played, I think, probably like 6 games total. 3 probably with each Genji and Soldier. I had fun. I was saying this when we were in the chat, but I have a lot more fun playing the games with friends than just, solo, which is
Oh,
why
definitely.
I decided that I wanted to get it to play with you guys, especially because Bulba is starting out at the same level that I would be at. He's probably a little bit better than me, but we're
No.
we come from the fighting games and Dokapon Kingdom-esque games. We're not
Oh
we're
man.
not we're not super FPS heavy.
Dokapon Kingdom.
We're not super FPS heavy game players, so I don't know. It's fun so far.
It's weird because I've always been was from when I was a kid playing, GoldenEye. I've always been that first person
Oh, I love
shooter heavy.
GoldenEye.
I used to play Halo and then on the other side when I was playing with you, Leo, at your place, I'm playing all these like Nintendo games and then like on the other hand, I like to play, Mass Effect and Uncharted. I was just mentioning Uncharted in the Discord. Like I'm actually going to see if I can find some time to play through those games because that's like honestly Uncharted is like a cinematic experience that you just kind of like take a part in, and it's a lot of fun, dude. So yeah, there's just a lot of different varieties that I play. I do lean towards the RPG style games, and I don't know. It's like when it comes to Overwatch, there's no RPG like element, but I think just the rich story that they release from time to time and like the animated shorts and things kind of really hooked me at first. And then the gameplay and the team dynamic is really fun too. I like playing with other people. So that's a big reason why I've really just been hooked on Overwatch as long as I have. And I really just haven't gotten tired of it. I mean, I did for a little bit, and I needed to take a break, and that's it's reasonable. You get burned out after a while sometimes, but with this new change with the role queue, dude, it's like a whole new game. It honestly, it
A
feels so
whole
good.
new game.
Game, a magic game I never knew. So, anyways, it's pretty great. I hope you guys who have PlayStations who are listening and maybe play with us in the Discord consider jumping on it. I know a couple people said that they play it on PC. Well, screw you guys, man. Like, why you gotta play it on PC? Just come play with us on PlayStation. Um,
Screw you, man.
screw you, man. Oh man, I almost did like a horrible Cartman
Yep,
joke.
I was
there.
feeling. I was feeling
I was
Yep.
so close. I was like, no, I can't do it. It's too racist. I can't. So,
It's too racist. How's that racist?
well, you know,
what he was gonna say was gonna be
Cartman's
racist.
Cartman's anti-Semite, so he says a lot
Jesus.
of anti-Semite things, but they're not appropriate for the G.O.B. Discord. So, anyways, yeah.
Well, all right then.
That's been our Overwatch talk. Basically, guys, to summarize, I'm really happy because the bees finally jumped on the bandwagon and they've been playing with me, and I love that they love the game, or maybe not love it, but are enjoying it thus far. And yeah, we'll keep playing and having fun, and I'll post you guys some updates on if they're trash or not. But so far, I'm
Totally trash.
I'm totally surprised at how well they're taking to the game so quickly. Real quick, before we move on, Buckba, we were playing a different mode. You and I, we didn't get to play with Leo. It was the 4v14 deathmatch. It's my favorite mode in the whole game.
I
What
would
did
have
you
to
think
agree.
of
That
mode?
is a great mode. That was very fun.
High
It's
intense.
it's easier to stick with your team and actually prevail rather than the normal like escort the
spread out.
payload kind of deal.
We won a
Where
bunch
it's-
of games too.
Yeah, we did, and I got a couple play of the game. That was pretty
You
intense.
did. I was so proud of
So-
you when you did that. I was like, it was so nice. Crying my ass off. Like, this is a good moment. Yes, he asked me, hey, how do you save these? I told him how to save the play of the game, and I was just like, yes, I was so happy. So
Yep, we saved those.
We say
yeah, we saved those. So yeah, that's our Overwatch talk, guys. We're gonna move on to our next topic. I believe I'm passing it over to you, Leo. Correct?
Yes. The one thing, real quick though, read that sentence I wrote in the outline. underneath Overwatch.
Oh yeah.
Read
No
it
Spider-Man.
exactly.
Sad face. So it turns out we haven't heard anything really, no confirmation per se. I will say that there's been discussion that Sony is definitely going to keep making Star Wars. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Sony's definitely going to keep making
the whole
Spider-Man. Sony's going to keep making Spider-Man movies. They're going to use Tom Holland, but they're going. If they do that, they're going to be completely devoid of Marvel references or characters. And as you can probably guess, it's going to be weird.
It's gonna tank.
I don't know if I would go see that Spider-Man movie.
Depends on what the trailers look like for me.
They're gonna try and force him into the Venom movie, and I'm honestly sick to my stomach about the whole thing, and I want to stop talking about it.
If they do force him into the Venom movie, that will encourage Carnage, and I have been waiting for Carnage since Spider-Man 2.
Look, man, we've just been given.
If they do that, I will actually be a little excited. Not gonna lie.
What if they just botch it like Goldar and the?
Oh, if it's botched, then it's done. I ain't touching it.
It's gonna be botched. First of all, Sony don't know how to really make a good Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, they've already done 2 tries and it's already tanked. So
the Amazing Spider-Man
attempt wasn't too bad actually.
The Amazing Spider-Man and the Amazing Spider-Man 2, really, they were just okay.
Like that's what I said. I mean,
people hate the second one with Jamie Foxx as Electro. I wasn't a big fan of Electro as a villain, but the rest of the movie I was okay with. The only saving grace is Andrew Garfield. I love Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man.
He was a great Spider-Man, not so great Peter
Very
Parker.
good.
I would agree. But his Spider-Man, the smartassery,
yeah, perfect.
So good.
Yeah, it was dead on. It was perfect and dead on. The thing I hated about the second movie was the whole like scene of the freaking web. He's shooting the web at Gwen. And it's like coming down and it like essentially turns into like a hand as it like reaches out to try to grab. Like, really?
Oh, and
why was that?
As I would call the butt pucker moment.
Yes. What? why?
You're like, oh no, he missed her. Damn. Oh shit.
But it's just like, what? That's just a weird artistic choice. Like, I get that it's an artistic choice.
It's just a bringing out dramatic effect of it.
I just
like so close to the, but so far away kind
of. It was just. It was sad, and Emma Stone, so fine. Why would you kill her? Why?
I know.
And as a blonde,
very disappointing moment.
Anyway,
we need to move on.
Anyways, yeah. So Tobey Maguire was sad. That didn't work out. Andrew Garfield didn't work out, and now they're going to give us some more shit. So expect that in the future.
So basically, what you're telling us is we're going to have a new Spider-Man here shortly.
No, it's the same Spider-Man, but
no, a new Spider-Man because they're gonna botch this one.
Oh yeah, or maybe this is the last rendition for a long time that we see, or maybe Sony
will get their head out of their ass.
Out of their ass. Yeah, man.
Hand it back over to Marvel.
Yeah, that's a weird image, but yeah, pretty much, yeah. Like take my head out of my ass and just here you go, Marvel.
And it's funny because Marvel is with Disney.
Sora! Quick, before we move on.
You're welcome.
Perfect segue.
Quick Kingdom Hearts news. Yeah, I still haven't played shit. So I've just been playing Overwatch with these guys, and we just discovered the other night.
Smash.
We just discovered the other night that I can't play DC Universe Online because I don't have enough space to download the update on my freaking Switch. But I have been playing Super Smash Bros. So yeah, Leo, let's talk about that, shall we?
Sure. Before we get into Smash, though, I just wanted to mention.
Damn! I just want to talk about Smash. Okay, let's go.
As of this recording, well, it leads in. It leads in because as of this recording, tomorrow for us is the Nintendo Direct. It's going to be something like 45 minutes or something like that.
Oh my god, Banjo!
Something like that.
Guys, Banjo! Oh my god!
Yeah, they're gonna tell us that Banjo is no longer a character.
Yeah,
In,
yeah, specifically
Dude.
because of Esk.
I
It's all
will
your fault.
fucking cut you. I will cut you.
you gotta fly out here first, boy. Catch his
I'm
hand.
I'm
And
I'm
we all know that
assuming
the daring will work, okay? Because I bought that fucking game for you, so let's not tease it, okay?
I'm assuming.
Oh, I'm teasing it then.
It backfired.
You can go ahead, Leo.
You done? You guys done?
Yeah,
You done?
we're done with our side conversation at this point. Yeah.
All right. So.
Hey, we'll ask, but how about?
Yeah. So
Apparently we're not done. Okay.
I'm assuming that in this direct, it's gonna probably talk.
You
about
know what assuming does.
It does make an ass out of you and me. Haha.
Well, mostly just me.
Okay. Well, either way, hee-haw. So we're expecting to hear some Smash news out of this. You're welcome. You're welcome for that dad joke. Anyway, so we're expecting to hear some Smash news. They're probably going to talk about some games that are coming out next year, because pretty much right now all we know, all that we have on our lists as of now is Animal Crossing, which is coming out in March. But
which got delayed, didn't it?
It did get delayed, but
I don't think so.
It's set.
It was supposed to be out in February, and then it got delayed.
No, it was supposed to be out probably December-ish, but now it's for March.
I thought it was supposed to come out the same month as Final Fantasy VII.
No, I don't believe so. But either way, they never had announced a date until they announced that it was getting released in March. So
yes.
Right now, March is its tentative date. But we're probably going to hear some stuff about Luigi's Mansion 3 because it's coming out soon. Probably going to.
We definitely are, because it's on the little flyer or whatever.
Oh,
online.
Perfect. Yeah. So what?
Yeah,
all the upcoming games: Link's Awakening.
Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Look, all I know is that Grant
Sun and Moon. Oh my God.
Grant Kirkhope is posting. Could this be it? On Twitter. So I don't know if he's just trolling everybody, but
he's probably.
I told you they're getting rid of him.
There's Banjo.
Could this be it? Question mark. Is he gone? Oh my God.
Banjo promotions and posters, popping up. So I think it's definitely. Either they're going to announce when he's coming out, like for sure, like what date to expect him, or they're going to say, here he goes.
I'm almost predicting that it's going to be a shadow drop, and I think it's either going to be, it's probably not going to be tomorrow. It's probably going to be like the
Shadow. Isn't Shadow from Sonic? What?
Yes.
Don't tease me.
Shadow is going to be the 4th. No.
Speaking of that, though. There was because I updated you guys last week about the whole female and mech thing. So I guess that kind of got pushed to the back because I believe it was Nintendo UK that had posted something about a possible character coming out. And at the very bottom, they put the SNK Corporation, like TM, down at the bottom. So now it moved from being the female mech character to, if it's still a female, it's going to be someone within the SNK realm. But
what is SNK?
It's another company.
It's a game company that nobody knows about.
The game I've never heard of.
Have you heard of Metal Slug?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I have not.
They own Metal Slug, but also they have a bunch of. I think fighting games or a fighting game or whatever, they have the ability to pull some characters from there. So they're probably going to do that. But yeah, I really don't have any predictions. I don't know if you guys do. I'm just excited to get to see what Nintendo does because me, I'm a Nintendo fanboy.
I was in the Discord, and they had one of the spoiler channels, and it was talking about the SNK leak, and somebody had posted a picture of this female mechanic riding a mech. So I don't know if that has any it could be any correlation between that. I don't know the name of the person or what it was from, but that was kind of interesting seeing that.
Yeah, could be that leak could be true, but
I don't know. It sounds pretty legit to me.
Yeah. Well, either way, we'll move on to our week with Smash
Moving on.
because Bulba has been getting
Nope, not me.
swole. Bukba has been getting swole with the DDD. So how's your week been?
Trash.
Okay, elaborate.
Man of many words.
No. All right, so my DDD, I had him at like 4.5 or something. I think last week when we spoke, he's now at like 1.3 or something.
Just a climb, bro.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I got pretty pissed off and like stopped playing. So there's that.
Honestly, it's all about the matchups, you know.
Dude, that's not a lie. It for real is about matchups. Literally,
Yeah, I was pretty pissed off.
So I joined the other day. Just a quick anecdote, and I'll let you get back to what you were saying. But the other day I was playing, and I joined some streamer's room that he had, and I know because he had his link. You know how we put our Discord link up? He had his Twitch link, and I joined that. And the dude is a really good Luigi, and I beat this this other person who was in there who was playing somebody else, Inkling or something like that. I beat them, and then they switched to Piranha Plant, and I played this dude's Luigi. This dude was really good, and I beat him. And then the dude came in with the Piranha Plant, and I got wrecked because everything that Piranha Plant does, if you know exactly what you're doing with Piranha Plant, there's nothing. Like you can do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Let me hold on. Let me tell you. If you poison Cloud as somebody is hanging on the ledge, and then immediately do I think it's the Patui, the spike ball, and you just hold that and at a perfect distance, it literally covers your aerial, so to recover from the air. It recovers your normal getup, because if you get up and hold shield, the poison eats away at your shield. So your shield just slowly goes down. And then if you come up and your shield and you're in the poison clouds, your shield's going down. All he has to do is come up and grab you. And then he has his grab combos. Like, if you play someone who knows what they're doing, if you're off stage, you're effed. Like, it's infuriating to play a good Piranha Plant.
That
and the dude,
super armor on his attack is when he goes to his pot, it will wreck you.
Dude, it's horrible. I played that dude and I lost to him. He wasn't even that good. But earlier,
who plays Piranha in our Discord? It's Yoshister, isn't it?
Yeah, and Yoshister's good. But that dude was better than Yoshister. I had another one of those moments where I was going to be like, help, I'm getting bullied. And I didn't do it because I think at the time it was like 1 a.m. And I was like, nobody's going to be on anyway. I literally went to like Beyond the Metagames Discord. I was like, do I post in here? There's people awake. Like, I almost want people to see this. Like, I literally was like, I always get in disbelief, like, is this a pro? Am I playing a pro? Or is this just someone who's like...
Just posting that, does anyone want to see me get wrecked by a plant?
Yes.
That was terrible. Anyway, yeah, so, sorry, go ahead. Go back to what you were saying.
DDD.
Oh, that was about it for him. But, so, then me and Eska... We played a little bit. We did a Cloud Ditto.
We did, yeah.
And in the very first game.
I didn't wreck. I wrecked
you, bro.
It was a close game, and you beat me on an SD.
I wrecked you.
First of all, it was a warm-up game, and he beat me.
Either way, my Cloud wrecked him.
No, it wasn't a wreck.
And then he proceeded to beat me
and then I annihilated his ass for 2 stocks, and then he started getting. It just kept getting closer and closer, and then I couldn't take 2 stocks from him anymore. But yeah, it was interesting. Like, you definitely have some potential, but when there are levels that I try with Cloud, like when I use Nairs and when I don't use Nairs. And you were making me have to use the Nair.
Heavy emphasis on not using Nair.
Yeah, you were Well, it's just more comfortable when I don't use them because that's my old play style. But when I have to like think about it and like incorporate it in my combos, like I'm getting much better now. I'm having to think about it much less. Like it just comes natural now. Like
Oh,
I
that's good.
I don't know if you guys have noticed, my play's gotten way better. You know?
It's
Well, I've been
definitely
telling you that.
it's definitely gotten more consistent.
Yeah, and you know, like I almost beat Leo the other day as Pokemon trainer, and you know,
why don't you explain that story, Eska?
Oh
Hmm?
boy.
fucking Squirtle, man. Like,
Hold on.
Squirtle main?
I don't-
Question mark?
I'm
Yeah,
honestly not concerned with Ivysaur, and I'm not concerned with Charizard. I for the most part, I can
you legit
maneuver around them.
you legit
Like
said that. And then
Char,
the next
and
game I
then he
played
whipped
you.
out the Charizard, and he like it's just the timing of his timing was really good. It was like right in the middle of like when I was coming out of my freaking. I'm rolling too much. Honestly that's what it is. I'm just
yes,
rolling
you
too
are.
much.
Yes,
You
you are.
roll way too much.
You're timing it in between my roll, and you just got me at the perfect time. I was just like, damn, it's just too quick for me to get. But I mean, I'm more angry. Like I can forgive that, right? Because that's my bad. But this Squirtle bullshit is just.
Did you gimp him?
It's just
I don't think
no,
I
he
did.
didn't get me, but he just damages
I
me
gimped
like
Bulba and Silver.
all he does. Yeah, I can avoid the gimp because I know it happened to me a couple times. Never again. It doesn't happen. You know, it was one of those like it's so insulting when it happens, and it happened in a quick play, and I was like, well, screw this crap. So now I'm really careful with the gimp, with Ridley's, with Squirtles, with
Bowser.
I don't see people Charizard gimp very much with the fire. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, he did. Leo did it.
I know he can do it, but it's never happened to me. So I don't know. I couldn't say.
Yeah.
I think Ryu has a gimp too,
No.
which is super annoying. No,
Mm-mm.
I know there's a brawler
there's probably someone else, but
I'm trying to remember who. I can't remember. Oh, is it Captain Falcon? Fucking Captain Falcon with gimp. Anyways. Yeah, it's just once it happens, like you start whenever you play that character, you're always very careful to not wind up on the corner or the outside corner because you will get gimped and die. So yeah, my main concern with Squirtle is just he's so quick and he could just spam over and over and over and over again, and it's weird because his timing was just like right in between when I was hitting the freaking button to shield. It was like so perfectly synced up with what I was rolling, and again I roll too much, but it was just he did so much damage on his Squirtle. Like he was primarily Squirtle. Like he's got two other Pokemon that he can use, but he was primarily Squirtle. Did all his damage on, comes out as Ivysaur and just like one hits me and that's it, and then he switches right back to Squirtle to start the process over again. And it's just freaking frustrating, man, when that shit happens.
Squirtle main?
Pretty much, yeah.
Nah.
So,
No.
and then he
I was just gonna say
I'm done talking about it.
I picked up Pokemon Trainer as a joke, but I actually had Pokemon Trainer as a pocket originally when the game first
It seemed to
came out.
me like you were doing okay with him. So
I'm all right. He's about the same level as my Inkling, same level as my Crom, same level as my other like incendiary characters that aren't elite.
which is basically still enough to to beat me pretty successful.
I think the only one that I wouldn't I don't play a lot of the heavies, so you'd probably be able to beat my heavies, but I mean I'm pretty solid.
Well, you just randomed into freaking King K. Rool and you beat me with him. So,
but that was close. But it was close, and it was only because
that was pretty close.
Again, you're rolling too much. I think if you that same motion you do with the roll, I think if you learn to just hit down on the stick and do the spot dodge, I think it'll help you out tremendously. So, yeah, man,
I'll practice it.
I've had a lot of fun lately. I've been making a lot of random arenas at night. I haven't been adding the Smashing Bees because a lot of people aren't on late at night, but I just been getting a lot of good practice in. I know I've been talking about my Toon Link and my character crisis and all that, but and pushing past that, but I actually have felt, regardless of that Piranha Plant loss, a big giant L I was taking, I've been feeling really good with my Toon Link again. Like I've been incorporating my grab again, like realizing that I can't just go out and throw it because I have a horrible lag after it, but I can almost like do an arrow, run up and grab because the arrow kind of stuns for a little bit, so it gives me time.
That's another thing I've been working on is the grab.
Yeah.
I've been working on grabbing more.
BULBA is really good at grabbing out of shield. Like I literally have fallen into going at an attacking shield, and then BULBA just grabs me. I'm like, damn it, I gotta stop doing this shit, man.
Yeah, the same thing with me, dude.
Yeah,
the same thing.
So, I think I did like 3 or 4 grab out of shields just with you in one game.
Yeah.
Like one.
After he had specifically mentioned it, he had specifically said it audibly, like, "Yeah, Bulba's really good at this," and then Bulba does it like 3 or 4 times in a match.
Yeah, and I was like, "Damn it! I literally said it out loud, and I'm still falling for the same." Yeah, that's me. That's literally my learning process. But anyway, I don't think you guys entered any tournaments, and this past week I didn't either. So, tournament corner on hold this week.
Tournament corner. Not gonna talk about how much we suck.
But we do.
But we're not going to talk about it because there's no tournament to talk about.
Okay.
Yeah. So. And also a really quick, because
we
like to talk about Pokemon. Pokemon Masters came out.
To be a master. Pokemon Master.
Which is the mobile game. And it's interesting. Yeah, I just decided to not even acknowledge that he did that. So, we're just moving on.
For those of you that got the Pokemon CD when you were coming up, because they literally released a CD of all the Pokemon music, one of my favorites is, "What kind of Pokemon are you?" Then you know all those songs, but whatever. I'll digress. Move on.
No one said I didn't know what the song was. I just decided to not.
It's a little too late to digress and move on. You explained, so now it's already out there.
I just don't want to get into it any more than I already did.
He doesn't want to dive in any further.
so we can talk about the Pokemon Masters. Okay, let's do it. Yeah.
The only thing I really have to say is I'm very indifferent about it. I literally was talking about how the gacha life has not got me, and now I'm playing this game that is a gacha game. So it got me, but I haven't put any money into it. So
I really just I avoid them like the plague. Like the only gacha game that I play is oh god, what is it? That shit called Soda Crush.
Candy Crush.
I play Candy Crush. Yeah, I play Candy Crush. But I don't.
Game?
It's honestly, I'm be real with you guys. You ready, guys? Are you ready? It's my play. It's my play while I take a shit game. So,
so instead of replying to your ats, you play
Candy Crush. Yeah,
interesting.
Yeah,
he's been doing a good job of that, though.
Hey, I've been doing an excellent job lately, sir. So you can quite literally suck it, okay?
Suck on the candy?
Anyway.
That I'm crushing, yes, exactly.
Pokemon Masters. Bulba, you have it also. What do you think of it?
I'm a little disappointed with it, and the reason is because, like, I'm used to Dragalia Lost, and Dragalia Lost is very, very good about being free to play friendly.
Right. This is not.
Pokemon Masters comes out, and it is definitely not. I mean, the first banner, they have a pay-only banner. I mean, there's the other banner that you can pull from, but you don't start a game off brand new with a pay-only part of it.
Yeah, I
so
absolutely agree.
That kind of irked me. And the grind to get enough to make your very first 10 pull summon is horrible.
Yeah.
Like
For real.
I couldn't have done it if they didn't give the 3,000 gems and the daily 200 for launching.
Yeah.
Like once those are done, like if somebody's starting out in like 2 months from now, it's gonna be horrible just to be able to pull. I mean, they'll probably have something else going on, but it's just bad. I mean, you're only getting 10 gems for finishing each part of the story, and then every once in a while they'll throw in a 31. So I mean, it's to get 3,000 gems for a 10 summon is horrible.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Basically, you're playing the game with what they give you, and you don't get to pull anything.
Wow,
It
you're
sucks.
making me really want to get the game, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, get it to play it, but
if
don't expect anything great from it.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't really have a counter to what he's saying. Like, it's definitely like paywall forward, so you have to pay, almost like pay to win. But it's very the combat in and of itself is strange.
Yeah, I'm not too thrilled on it. It's a 3v3, and you have to choose which opponent you're going to attack on the other side and what you're going to use. You only get a certain amount of like those special attack up and all that stuff and only certain units have these special bonuses. And then
Potions,
what is it that? Yeah, and then the like the charge to just use your
sync moves.
Yeah, well that and just the charge bar at the bottom. I don't know. It's kind of annoying because you could lose
what's
a whole bunch just because of waiting.
You know what's ironic is it's lightweight like Legacy Wars. Like there's legit like the combat system obviously is more fighting game oriented because it looks like a fighting game, but like you have like 10, like I'll call them points. I don't really know what they're called. And then like you have your one move that'll do 3, and then it drops it down, and then it obviously charges over time. It charges a little faster than Pokemon does, but and then it's essentially, I mean, Legacy Wars has a giant paywall. Like if you come into it and you're like, I want to use the Red Ranger from Mighty Morphin, you're gonna get destroyed because he does not have the moves to deal with like Zenaku from Wild Force, or like, you know what I mean? Like it's just it like the moves are not, it doesn't work well. So like you come into Pokemon like, I want Arcanine because he's my favorite Pokemon. Oh, this girl has Arcanine, but it's like a 3-star unit and doesn't like
a 3-star.
Yeah,
that you don't use.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how many times I've been in a battle, talking about the charging in, where I was literally just sitting there for a good, 5 seconds where nobody was doing anything.
Yeah, for real. And you have it on the like super speed where it's like all three. Yeah, legit happened to me too. I was like, why is nothing happening right now?
Yeah. Because both sides are charging, you can't do nothing.
Yeah, as the listeners can tell, we're very indifferent about this game, but leaning more towards the it's not worth sinking money into side.
No, definitely not. Unless they change something, I'm not putting any money into it, and I love the Pokemon franchise, so it's kind of unsettling to see them have this kind of mobile game that is pretty much, in my eyes, tanking, and then them coming out with Sword and Shield, which a lot of people are not too thrilled about either.
Yep. Doesn't look too good for our good pals, the Pokemans.
Yep, Pokemans are.
Thanks, Esk. Thanks for that. I appreciate that.
Not looking well. It's sad.
Yeah. Well, on that note, let's talk about something that's maybe sad, depending on what you watch. Esk?
Yeah.
No.
I got a lot of different anime that I'm watching right now. I guess we could start with the anime club. Within the Discord, we started an anime club to kind of mirror the same thing that the manga club is doing, where you guys are reading a manga and then discussing. Well, we're picking an anime and watching and discussing. Right now, it's just me and Gabe and Slacker. But
I'm in
Gabe,
there. I
Gabe
watched the
kinda,
first episode.
you did?
Yes.
That makes me so happy. So I know
I'm
Gabe
just
hasn't.
making you happy left and right.
I know,
Playing
man.
Overwatch, watching your anime that you suggest.
Yeah, you're gonna
Oh,
have
man.
to
Liking
change your
it,
intro to say that you love him now instead of hating him.
Oh man,
Yeah. Yeah,
but it's so
douche.
fun to hate him. Anyways, yeah. So we're currently on Cashern Sins, CASSHERN space SINS. It's an interesting anime. I honestly didn't know what to expect going into it. It just looked cool, and it said something about he's like a bioengineered like robot or something like that for like war, and I was like, oh, this sounds cool. So we all started watching except for Gabe because he's lame and he doesn't respond to his ads. So
Well, he said he watched most of the first episode.
okay, all right, yeah. So
So.
he hasn't really discussed it with us to my knowledge. I got home from work, so I didn't manage to check my ads, but I know Slacker was.
Oh, so you're not checking your ads now, eh?
Well, I work and I have to do things, and I can't be checking my phone. So, and that plus my dad drove me home from work today, and he drives like a bat out of hell. And if I look at my phone while he's driving, I get super motion sick. So my phone was just kind of way home. Then I got home, and then I got right on, and we started recording our show. So, suck it. Basically,
No, thank you.
this show is set in it's a dystopian future show. So if you're familiar with end of the world themed shows, similar actually to a Desert Punk, like I had recommended in the anime chat before we were doing the anime club. It used to be
So I'm watching that one.
temporarily. It used to be Esk's recommendations of the week, and that kind of was like a ginormous failure. So we did, let's do anime club, and that way we have a tag, and we can like, reminders like, hey, make sure you watch these episodes so we can talk about it on the weekend. And yeah, so far it seems to be going okay. I think me and Slacker really just had some great conversation about what we've seen. I think I've seen at this point. I have to reply to Slacker because he just asked me today right before I got off of work something about he wanted to know what episode I'd seen too. I think I've seen like 8 episodes. So I don't want to spoil too much because I want you to actually consider finishing the show, and then Leo. I mean, maybe at some point. Dystopian future. Cashern is a robot who's like in pristine condition, and there's this blight that is going across the world that is killing robots, and it makes them no longer live eternally. Like it basically it forcefully gives the human condition to robots, whereas they used to be eternal beings. Now they expire. So a majority of the show is just seeing how the robots are dealing with the fact that now they can die, and let me tell you, they're not handling it okay. Like it is fucked up. Like they don't know how to deal with death. They've just existed, and they've never allowed themselves to even consider that it is a possibility for them. And now it's like, no, it's gonna happen, and they don't know how to cope. It is intense, and it's just like I told Slacker, I said, dude, it's a really deep anime. Like it has it's like a lot of commentary for one anime. Like it speaks to a lot of different things about our humanity and like the little things. Like we're so used to like our death is inevitable. Like we've accepted it. We know that we're going to die one day, but we don't fret over it. We live our lives to the fullest. Well, these robots, like where it was never something they had to worry about, like now their life is finite. It's not infinite. And rather than focus on the value of it, they're too focused on the fact that they're going to die to like enjoy what's left. And it just completely dominates their thought process of how can we beat it? How can we, like, anything, any little hope that they get, they go straight for it. It's an intense anime. The plot is really intriguing because it's a little slow. They're like dropping hints here and there about how this all happened and what Cashern's role is in it and everything. And shocker, it's about the sins of Cashern. Oh, yeah, it's a pretty good show. I really like it. Bulba, what did you think of the episode that you watched?
Nah,
Not
I didn't really care for it. I mean, it was okay, but especially based off what Slacker had mentioned in the chat, basically it's I need to eat him to live forever. Okay, I'm going to beat you up. Okay, you're dead. Oh God, what did I do? Rinse and repeat.
It is a bit
There's
rinse
no
and
plot.
repeat, but
There's no plot to it other than I'm going to kill you.
That's okay. This is where my unique experience of watching a bunch of different kind of anime helps, because I've seen Desert Punk, I've seen Samurai 7, which is the Akira Kurosawa's Seven Samurai adaptation, but it's more like a robotic, futuristic, dystopian / feudal version of the story. And like I could see all these elements and how they all kind of like combine and mesh together, and I see the inspiration. So like I'm kind of used to it. Like I've seen story before, and I'm okay. I'm all right with it. But if you're not really used to seeing this, yeah, I can see how it would be a bit bothersome. But yeah, like he's wandering through the desert, so a lot of it is like, well, what's he gonna do today? And like there are a couple episodes that just kind of like come out of pocket, like just like wait, didn't he just do this? Like why is he all of a sudden alone? Wasn't he with somebody? So you just gotta watch the whole episode, because you start asking these questions, and like your first instinct is to go on the Google machine and be like, what the hell? Why is but just watch the episode and it answers your questions. That's the
Why would I go on the Google machine?
Because
the interwebs, sir.
The interwebs. Sorry,
interweebs.
I try and do funny thing about it every time, but I guess the interwebs is the fan favorite. So, yeah. I haven't watched a lot else. I'm still watching Bleach. I feel like I'm in a lull at this point. It's like,
did you look up that list I told you about?
No, I didn't. I'm just going. You said you watched all of it.
Yeah,
fucking going.
Yeah, I watched all of it, and I can't remember what arc it was, but there's one arc and I was like, this was such a waste of time.
I'm in the one right now. The what the hell are they called? The things that they use, the dolls. What the hell are they called? I can't remember. It's like a really weird name. That they suck human souls and live forever.
Oh God.
Starts with like a B. Bounce. The bounce. So I'm in the bounce arc, and it's just like, it's so slow, and it's how many times can Ichigo get super strong, and then all of a sudden he's freaking weak again, and it's like, oh God, it's so annoying. Oh my God. So yeah, that's where I am. I'm trying to push through it here and there. It's my current work anime, so like on my breaks I watch that. Well, past couple days I've been watching. Well, technically I didn't watch it all at work, but I was watching Cashern Sins over the weekend, and then today I watched it on my lunch break, which was fun. Well, I ate my bagel and cream cheese in the morning too. That was fun. So that's another
depressing.
It's another inside joke, believe it or not, guys.
That's the morning breakfast choice of Esk. He literally every time he describes his breakfast, he always has a bagel with cream cheese.
Well, it's more like when I used to come over to the Leo homestead, and we would go out and eat like dinner or something like that, and I'd be like, oh damn, guys, I'm so hungry. All I had today was a bagel and cream cheese, and I guess I said it so many times I didn't realize it. I said it so many times it became like a thing where they like, so S, did you have your big one cream cheese this morning? And I was like, "Do you know?" What? So yeah, that's another inside joke for you guys. So yeah,
Yeah.
watching that crap. I feel like there's one that I started watching. I can't remember.
Well,
But
let me make it easy because I haven't watched any anime this past week. Again, I think I had mentioned last week that I was trying to get through the DC shows, and I did. I did. I haven't watched Black Lightning. Honestly, I'm probably not even gonna trek down the road. I don't like it that much, so I'm not gonna worry
we're
about it.
talking about anime. So
I finished Legends of Tomorrow, and I haven't watched any anime. So
okay, I guess just give your overall opinion for what you finished, like positive, negative,
are you talking about Legends of Tomorrow?
whatever. Yeah, whatever you finished watching.
It was actually kind of funny. The comedy in that is actually pretty gold. Like my wife was folding laundry and stuff, and she was trying to get some stuff done, and I was watching it, and she legit got sucked in and knows a couple of characters' names. So it was good enough for her to get into it. I think I would recommend watching it, honestly. But yeah, we won't harp too long. Again, this is the anime section. I just wanted to say that I hadn't watched anime this past week. I think is Black Clover still doing more episodes? I'm probably behind now.
Yep.
Okay.
I think they just made like one or two more.
Okay.
Last episode
Ones I've
was
seen.
pretty good. It just was a pretty big cliffhanger.
Oh, no.
Like
So should
it's
I
like
wait?
Oh yeah.
right in the middle of some shit.
Just get into it.
Just do it, man. Just do it like a Band-Aid.
Okay. I just didn't know. I don't want to be left on a cliffhanger.
It's fine. I'll tell you what. We're finally getting like some serious answers, like for all these questions that we've had about what the hell happened to the elves. Like we're finally learning some shit, and I'm really just burning questions I've had the whole time.
I'm not going to ruin anything for anybody. I could just tell you that the last episode I watched, there was a particular death of someone, and that was the last one I watched. So I'm like still 2 episodes behind.
I think.
Okay.
1 or 2.
Okay.
And I'm caught up on Fairy Tail, and that also has a cliffhanger.
Oh,
at least for the dubbed.
Yeah, I feel like I missed one from yesterday. I have to watch it.
Yeah, I just watched it today, and wow.
It's good? Damn. All right,
I
gotta watch it. Okay. Bulba, are you watching any anime right now besides Fairy Tail and Black Clover?
I started the dub for Ari Ferretta. It's pretty good. I mean, I read the manga, and it's good, nowhere near as good as the manga, but
it's a ball tingler.
I would have to slightly agree with that.
No, fully agree with it. Damn it.
Nah, it's a slight agree. I finished Soul Eater. That was really good. I'm a little upset that there isn't like a season 2 or something.
Well, but, Soul Eater not, but it like
no, that's a not.
Yeah.
I mean, Soul Eater not is like a very girly rendition of Soul Eater.
That's a big reason why I've avoided watching it.
I mean, it's okay if you want a Soul Eater fix, but I don't know. I'm gonna finish it because I started it and I did like Soul Eater. That's pretty much all I got for that one. It's just a girly show.
It's very, very girly. And so is the intro.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just not the Soul Eater that I was expecting when I turned it on.
No, definitely not. And I felt the same way, and the same exact reason I watched it was what you were saying. Like, well, I started it already. Might as well get through it.
Exactly.
And then somewhere along the way, the stupid intro song I like really liked, and I was like, this is so like not. This is what you picture a 15-year-old girl listening to like in a room.
Exactly.
Like I was like, why do I like this song, man? What's wrong with me? Anyway,
it just grows on you for no reason.
Yeah, for no reason whatsoever. Anyway,
but yeah, so I'm watching that kind of. Yeah, it's about all. My big when I'm looking for anime, I want something with magic and something that's mystic or like mythical, I guess. So
It really
a lot
depends on my
like the
mood.
cyborg ones aren't really my thing. I'll watch, like, I'm gonna finish watching Casshern, but I'm not gonna like go out of my way to make sure I finish it. I'll watch a couple here and there and just kind of work my way through it, but because it's not like something I'm
Well, I'm already
fully.
hooked, so I gotta just watch it.
You get hooked on anything that has words coming out of it.
Well, it's just, if it has, honestly, you know what it is? It's good dubbing. If there's good dubbing, I'm all about it. And the thing is, Casshern is voice of Sanji, the cook on One Piece, and he's a really good voice actor. Like, he just is so good. And Piccolo's in it. The guy, what's his freaking name?
Chris
Leo
Sabat.
Sabat. Thank you. He's in
No,
it.
his name is Piccolo.
And it's Funimation, so like they have a lot of similar voice actors. If it's got good voice acting, dude, like I really like it, and I'll watch the whole thing. You got to sell me on it though. If it doesn't sound good, like I'm not gonna watch it. But for the most part,
Everything sounds good to you.
You know what
You
else sounds good?
literally watch
Wrapping this
everything.
shit up. All right, guys. That's it for today's G.O.B. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget you can catch us on Twitter at Gathering of Bros. Me and Leo manage that, so if you're trying to reach us, be sure to reach out to us there. Do like to post a lot of the same news that we discuss on the show there, so you can hear it there first often, or elaborate by posting some stuff. You can find the link to our Discord mentioned earlier in the show in the description of wherever you're listening to, kind of watching on YouTube a show. There you can chat with us, play games, and just overall awesome time. No emails today.
No emails.
Sad face, damn it. Sad face. If you have any questions,
emails.
if you have no emails. I don't know what that was. That was fucking weird. If you have any questions or comments, hit us up at our email, gatheringofbros@gmail.com. We really would appreciate any feedback or just a question, or if you want us to talk about a specific topic. If you're like, guys, could you cover this on your next show? We'd love to hear that input. We want to know what you guys want us to talk about. If there's something in particular you want to hear the B's opinion on. So again, that's gatheringerbros@gmail.com. We're now on Google Play, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and we also have a YouTube channel for the different ways you can watch our content. There was a delay on the Gathering of Guests, but I should have it up this next week. It was a little
Which
long.
is what he's gonna say on our next show as well.
No,
So
it's literally gonna happen in a couple days. So it'll actually be up before the weekend, which is awesome. But yeah, it's gonna happen. Thanks, guys, so much for joining us again. Remember, check us out on the Discord. We'll be there. We want to talk more about things we talked about in today's show. From the Bees, peace out and stay gold.
Peace out.
Asa lasagna. Don't get any on you.
Damn it, Bulba.